Welcome back to the Ninth World. It is time for Angel Citadel to read you your bedtime story of Numenera and Slaves of the Machine. That just doesn't sound right. This is not any bedtime story at all.
Don't phrase it like that ever again.
We're gonna get put on a list.
Oh my goodness! All right, welcome back though. It's been a few weeks. We're glad to have you back. This is Slaves of the Machine God by Monty Cook Games. The game is Numenera, and so we're happy to be back. We're happy to welcome you back. Holidays were good. I've got a full crew today, and that's awesome. We'll introduce you to them real quick and let them tell you about the characters, and then we will go into a recap and jump back in the action where we left hanging, as I recall. So, Rusty, why don't you kick us off?
Hi, I'm Rusty. Rusty the Robot in the Discord. Rusty T Robot on Twitch. I play Doran, the Fisto Monser, the intimidating glaive who needs no weapons.
Quartz.
I got no quip today.
Waiting for that sounded like it was leading up to something.
Yeah,
and then
no,
it fell right off the cliff.
I was trying to think of a quip, but it's been a hot minute and I can't think of one.
Well, I was trying to help, It's like, okay, I didn't want to just leave you hanging, so I figured I'd shift.
Made a whole 3 lines into the intro. I've already disrupted twice.
Hello. I'm Quartz Crush in the Discord, and I play Thalo Sarah Luna, a mystical nano who crafts illusion. Full stop.
Full stop.
Oh, it's going to be one of those sessions, isn't it?
When is it not one of those sessions?
Hannah.
Hi, I am Hannah. I'm GameSnack on the Discord, and I play Andabel, a civic-minded Arcus who works miracles.
And Joanne.
Hang on.
I'm not sure what I have to hang on to, but I could do the desk, I suppose.
I can give you a stuffed squishy.
We've got
plenty of those around here. All right. I am Joanne Wallace, Angel Citadel Joanne, Zero's Angel, whatever you want to call me. I play a Serene Wright who has a third hand and run the technical side of things, and I'm making sure that it's not glitching because it updated today. Yay!
Yay!
Hooray for OBS. And I am Josh Wallace. I'm your GM. I'm the other half of Angel Citadel. And let's go into a recap. When last we left our intrepid heroes in the Ninth World in the city of Delend.
So for those of you who have forgotten over our lengthy winter break, or just because we started this campaign
February of last year.
Last spring.
Our first session, I went back and actually looked at this earlier today. Our first session was back in February.
That's amazing. We're coming up on a year. That's pretty cool.
All right then. Okay. So big picture, we are in Delend because our good friend Radius has undergone some strange robotic happenings and seeking answers to this inexplicable mystic thing that is occurring to the least mystic creature in the face of the world. We are seeking out others of his very rare and specific type of robotness. And one of them, the trail led us here to the city of Delend, and more specifically to the floating pyramid labyrinth monstrosity that hovers above the city of Delend. And in order to, via the transitive property, acquire the information we require, we have to go into the temple to retrieve a special kind of metal MacGuffin for the town mayor so that she will provide us with information on how to find the fellow we're looking for. We ran into some difficulties and had to evacuate the temple, and were making preparations for our return when we began to hear some unsettling things about the mayor of the town. Our inquiries led us to the local library, where, in an alarmingly important sequence of events, Philo began entertaining children with illusions of, knights fighting dragons, and Fisto had to defeat one of the dragons, resulting in him being much beloved by the town children. Which is what had just happened when Chip announced that she had finished the teleportation button, and it would now be safe for us to go into the triangle labyrinth Rubik's Cube of Doom whenever the rest of us are ready. But from the library, from the previous mayor at the library, we had acquired a book. Annabelle checked through the book, using her mad Arcus powers to seek out any sort of fascinating details about the town or the Changing Moon Pyramid that would learn us a thing. And we discovered a section explaining how Melanweir, the current mayor, arrived to explore the pyramid and then subsequently took over the town. And although she has not done any reported violence, mumble, 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 for some reason we all hate her. Now, Annabelle didn't see anything strange in this book other than it, having very little information when it was handed to us. And we were instructed it contained this specific information. Fortunately, Fisto can make a spot check, and found a small hidden wire inside of the book's binding. So we went back to Chip, more specifically Thing, so that Thing could help us extract the wire. So the book was given to Chips for further inspection, while Thing flipped Fisto off because it's Thing and Fisto. Chip found hidden holographic pages which told a new and much more damning story of the change of power. So apparently there was a fella in town who had served as the original for Melwindir's extremely creepy clone army. And he was an Arcus in the town who could not shut up. Which, as one might imagine, in a world where politics is gun-based, on its best days, things got heated and the gentleman disappeared and was subsequently followed by the mysterious and creepy clone army. Now, unfortunately, we're standing on the side of the street when we're having this conversation, and we say words which are loud and ill-conceived for standing in public discussing the current political situation when somebody was murdered about it. So everybody gets all up in arms, and we have to make a run for it. Fortunately, Philo's newest illusion is big enough that she is able to provide cover for us to run away. And Chip splits off of her own accord, after being expressly told not to do this, to break into Melwinder's house and find what she can find. Radius, who is acting on orders because Annabelle knows that as soon as Chips was invisible, she was not going to behave, followed to try and keep Chips from being horribly murdered. Chips found a window, because of course she did, and discovered something exciting and gross in the basement. It's a horrifying saw trap basement cloning facility with just blood and gross stuff in tubes, and the original guy that was kidnapped being there all cut up and tissue sampled to pieces and all. It was pretty unpleasant. It was pretty unpleasant. And fortunately, Thing manages to get a message to the rest of us that not only did Chips very predictably do the exact thing she was told not to do immediately upon being told not to do it, she also immediately got herself in over her tiny little head, and is currently surrounded by bad guys, because Radius couldn't fit through the window that she could. She's like a tenth of his size. So now all of us go back to Melwinder's place and break into the house. Tragically, although everyone else can make a stealth roll and manage to get into the house sneaky-like, Annabelle cannot. Annabelle falls through the window, lands in a box of bicycle horns. The element of surprise is lost. Fortunately, however, basement is not hard to find, and Fisto is looking for a fight after having been repeatedly flipped off by a disembodied hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I'm gonna punch, but I'm gonna punch somebody.
Chips manages to glue herself to the ceiling just in time for Fisto to bust in and just start fisting everything he can get his hands on. Melwinder attempts to cuss us out and shoot at us, but her science gun does not do the science. So then she just tosses it and 6 clones on us. Unfortunately, the clones are already being fisted, so that goes pretty predictably for them. Fisto does lots of fisting. Chips is a ball of razor wire. Philo is snide and mind fists all of them, which is probably the more useful thing.
Quite successfully, I might add.
Oh, she's mind fisting the hell out of them. And Annabelle's no good for any of this, so she just grabs the mostly dead guy and runs. Radius is good at this, but unfortunately Melwinder apparently has some kind of robot deactivation device, so he ends up sitting on the floor looking confused and sad for a lot of that. More fisting. Oh, yes, and then Chips decides to yoink Mel's science gun, which is actually attached to her hand, and it works because Joanne could beat the devil at dice, so...
It was a gauntlet, but yeah, okay.
Just the whole, just yoink, which just... You shouldn't be able to fucking just yoink the... You shouldn't be able to do that. But the dice keep letting you do
help.
that.
I had help. My hand unbuckled it.
she could outgamble the devil, and she did. And that is where we cut right before winter break, with all of us standing in the basement saw trap clone factory, slathered in mutilated clone gore,
And
holding the mayor hostage.
and the mayor has given up.
Which is good, because there was an awful lot of fisting going around for arguing.
This is also
It
true.
could be more.
So you have Milan Weir on the floor. Radius is over her with his axe. Chips has her gauntlet, and there are two dead clones in the room because Fisto fisted and Phalo brained.
Well,
And Annabelle's got the mostly dead guy, but not quite all dead because he's not on the cart yet. Guy in the hallway, as I recall.
I am just slapping all of the healings on him. Just
No,
as-
wait, Radius. Don't kill her yet.
Yes, don't kill me yet. I like this plan. This is a good plan. In fact, let's take off the yet. Let's not kill me at all.
I'm dubious about the plan, Chipper.
Which plan?
Somebody please make sure she doesn't have any more sneakifying science guns on her anywhere. And no biting your tongue and swallowing it. Please, it's so gross. And then they have to fish out your tongue. Don't do it, Mel. Don't do it.
Doran's going to
Ew.
nod to Annabelle, and he's going to slowly walk over to Milan Weir, and he's going to get down close to her ear. You better not have anything, right?
She looks up at you and well, I mean, upstairs I've got a concoction that can help you with that. And she kind of wrinkles her nose a little bit.
Yeah, he is a bit allergic to soap.
I'm going
Yeah.
to.
We've talked about this. No being mean to Fisto in front of the prisoners.
Okay.
United force.
Doran's going to, pat her down to make sure she ain't got nothing else on her.
All right, hang on just a second here.
That is not good. I checked the body.
No,
DM
it's
pauses and starts flipping pages.
fine. I'm just trying to figure out. I thought she had stuff on her. I could be wrong.
No, I don't think she has stuff on her because she's in the basement.
Here we go. She has two ciphers on her.
Ooh.
And then the thing that Chips took off her wrist.
Yeah, Chips promptly shoved that into her bag of holding,
I'm going to
which is
grab.
more her backpack of random stuff.
I'm gonna grab the ciphers, away from her.
Hang on, it had a name. I've got it somewhere.
Okay.
Seski backpack for Chip. I wrote it down. It must be true.
All right, you are putting those in your pocket, I guess.
Yes, I'm pocketing those ciphers.
All right. I am going to put those in your character sheet. That is this one. So you get one of these and one of these.
Oh, those are nice. Those are nice.
So yeah, those you pull those out of her her pockets. The first one is it's like a small sphere, and then the second one is actually it's a cube that's got kind of raised corner edges all the way around it, so that it looks like uh, a cube set inside of a frame almost.
Like one of those 4-dimensional figure doodads?
Yeah, kinda. But it's like if you were to just look at one side, it'd look like a picture frame.
Hmm.
Now put that on all sides. So there's an inset in the middle that's a square, and then what looks to be kind of like a frame on all the edges.
So what you're saying is it's the tesseract shape. It's like the shape of the tesseract shape.
It is kind of like a tesseract shape, except the cube in the middle is not shrunk.
Okay. Okay. And Doran's gonna look at these, and he's gonna look between the rest of you who actually know how the fuck ciphers work, and he's gonna just
Not it.
who I'm keeping these. I just want to know what they do. Halo?
Well, how am I supposed to?
So you can use understanding Numenera to figure that out if you'd like.
Well, could.
See, I will not because I have an inability for that. I refuse to even try.
Right. She huffs and goes over and like hovers her fingers over them. They glow a little bit. Understand Numenera.
Okay, which one are you looking at first?
The QB one, I guess.
Okay, that's going to be a level 4.
Okay. With my specialized in understanding Numenera?
Thank you, boy.
That's going to make it a level 2.
Neato. And that's a 16.
You have a force shield projector.
She sure does know that now.
You are very stinky.
She smiles and doesn't say anything and then turns to the other one. And
Okay,
what's
that one is
so-
a difficulty 4 with your specialization.
all right. See. And that was an 11, so.
What are you
You don't know what that one is yet.
Okay.
So, what am I looking at here?
That
They're
one
ciphers.
does something with shield projecty force, something like that.
I hate to be the one interrupting, but first of all, the person who was holding them before you took them probably knows the answer to that question. And second of all, can this wait until we no longer have that particular person at gunpoint?
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Not
she
that I
knows it.
don't, not that I don't
I'm
love
pretty
y'all
sure
and
she
everything, but
knows my fist is going right through her face. That's just plain and simple.
Yeah, there's
okay,
no
but
need to put any fists through
you
anybody's
have
face
you
or
have
any
a
other
hostage.
portion of their person.
I
That's
believe what our lovely Annabelle was trying to say is that there's a chance that somebody might come to visit, and we don't want to be caught at the scene of the crime. That's rule number one of doing crime. You don't get caught at the scene of the crime.
But
I don't
we
know
are
if this is
not
technically
doing.
crime at this
We're
point.
not doing crime. We're cleaning up crime.
My concern was
Breaking and
more
entering,
there's a dangerous person about 6
involuntary.
inches away from your kneecaps.
What's she
Maybe
gonna do?
focus
Bite 'em?
on that.
All right, so I got two questions for you. And your life does depend on it. How does that clone? Number one, how does that cloning machine work? Well, no, it's three questions. Number one, how does that cloning machine work? Number two, what were your plans for the orthoraculum? And number three, why this town? You could have done so much better and picked a better town.
her brow scrunches up like the at the last question, like you've got to be crazy. And she sort of gestures vaguely upward and says, "Have you not seen it? It's fascinating."
And yes, but you're not going up in it. You're running a town instead, which seems like a waste of intelligence and resources. But that's just my opinion. Let's focus on the first two questions first. How does the clone machine work? Can it clone anybody? Like if I put
Yeah.
a piece of me in there, would I get
Please do not.
another
Please
me
do not.
that has the exact same knowledge and skills and intelligence, or would it be a dum-dum me like Fisto?
What should you say?
Chipper, that's
Look,
She looks
I
back and
want to
forth
make
between
two
you and
me
Fisto.
there
that
is
actually
nothing in
understands
common between
Numenera.
the two of you. How is Fisto a dum-dum version of you?
He doesn't
He's like
understand
6 of you
Numenera,
stacked on top of each other.
but he doesn't understand Numenera.
Okay,
That's the
neither
important
do
part.
I.
Yeah, but you're cute, so you make up for it.
Thank
Fisto is
you.
my brother from another mother. I tease him as a brother from another mother.
Maybe I'm forgetting, but Fisto, ain't you like 50 years older than her or something?
Yes, I'm well off track. I lost track somewhere around like 60.
All right.
Okay, Daddy.
Oh,
Oh, this is
something
worse.
about that felt vile.
This is so much worse.
Please never
I
do that
should,
again.
I should not have brought it up. I should have just let the silly thing slide. I should not have asked clarifying questions. I should not have. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Isabel, you know better than to ask clarifying
I
questions.
I didn't see that one coming from nowhere.
I would rather scrub that from my memory. Thank you.
I can do that, Papa.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
All right.
I may have to find a spell for that.
Cut up.
Oh
And that's
wait,
not
we
really
do
it.
have a thing for that. Oh, Chipper has it though.
Yeah, chips. Cut up. The more you open your mouth, the more uncomfortable I'm getting.
Don't. I heard you think that. Don't say it. Do not say it. There is no way you can say that on stream. We will get demonetized.
You're right there, Quartz.
Yeah.
You look like you couldn't breathe.
No, I'm good. Will.
All right, focusing back on the two questions.
Melwinder, for the love of God, answer the question.
Number one, would the clone produce somebody that has the same skills and abilities that I have?
No.
Or would it be a newborn? Or would they have different skills and abilities?
It's not like they're a newborn. It's more like they're a blank slate.
So I could make a me and train them to do the stuff that I can do.
The stuff you can do is complicated, though. I mean, this feller
Yeah,
was an Arcus of some note, and the fellers she cloned of him can't do much more than grunt and glare.
I'm sure there's a way to get around that. I can think of 4 artifacts.
I am not authorizing cloning facilities. No.
I just want one more
You'll
of
do
me.
something horrible.
Just one.
You don't need another you. Just bully that scrawny idiot what's-his-face keeps getting kidnapped.
No, because he can't keep up.
That's why I said to bully him.
No, I want another me.
We don't need another you.
We won't
But nobody
survive
asked you.
another you. The universe will rip it, it seems.
Well, she'd be different. She just said it would be different. It'd be a blank slate, so you could have her actually behave.
Can you two discuss the details of the horrifying monstrosity machine a little bit later?
Okay,
There
yes.
was an
The
in-between
plans
question
for
we should
the
maybe
Earth,
focus on.
the plans for the Arthraculum. Do you actually have a plan for it? Was it all in your head? Do you know that it's going to work? Do you know how to make it work? Are there ways that I
Yeah,
can
I've been
help
doing it
improve
for
it?
decades.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Well, yeah, I've been doing it for decades.
Well, decades.
Decades.
Melwinder, I hope you don't take no offense to this, but ballpark, how old are you? Cause you don't look old enough to have been doing this for decades. I feel like we may have found a fourth question.
70-ish? 70, 72, 73?
There is
goddamn,
no
drop the
way
skin
you know
tears.
there's no way you know 70s.
There's ciphers that do that.
She nods.
I have a plan for a couple of them that actually de-age you. I haven't used them because obviously I don't need them, but I have a couple ciphers that de-age your body without touching your mind. They're very popular with the priests of Eon, and they pay very, very well. It's a good way to make money.
All right.
Melinwood points at Chips. And, yeah.
Okay. All right then. Okay. So, Mel, let me see if I'm sorry, I'm still shouting from the top of the stairs. Is dying dude less dying now?
Yes, Dying Dude is not in danger of expiring anymore.
All right, you just stay there. Um And I'll go back down the basement stairs so that I can not be shouting this conversation with everybody.
Okay.
All right, so let me see if I have got the general gist of the situation, and you sound off if something's wrong or missing. You came here to Dell End to study the changing moon, what with its Rubik's Cubian labyrinthian triangularity. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And while you were here, something happened, and you decided you needed to take over the town, which you accomplished by threatening the mayor with some horrible fate and cloning this here feller.
Well, researching the pyramid, it requires a lot of resources, and you know, I couldn't have those resources going somewhere else, so I diverted them to me, and they didn't particularly like that, so I made it so that it didn't matter. I didn't hurt anybody, well, except for him, but
There's
he was a jerk anyway.
okay. Clarifying question. The resources in question, what were they?
Building resources. There's some mines underneath the land that they pull ore out of, stuff that comes out of the pyramid, all of it.
Okay, so practical everyday resources that everyone in the town would require on a fairly consistent basis. And you
Well, I
cut them
mean,
off completely?
no. And when the rains destroyed parts of their houses, I repaired the houses, and I figured out the whole process of liquefying oraculum and using that to coat um, the roofs and the sides of the houses to where it resists the red rain, and yeah, it's not a permanent solution. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm sure with another few decades of study, I'll figure something out. And and she goes on for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes about the things that she's been doing, like matter of factly, like this is, I don't understand what the big deal is. I mean, the only one that should have a problem with this was the dude on the table, and I didn't really give a shit. So whatever. Like, why do you even care? You didn't know it.
All right, so I know that you're a nano, and there's a certain amount of twig that y'all's brains just are naturally, or you wouldn't be nanos. But are you aware that the other people in this town are in fact people with their own little feelings, and they're all the protagonists of their own stories?
Ugh, feelings.
Okay, I know they're icky and gross, but do you recognize that the people who live here have them?
Gross.
I mean,
Gibberish.
yes. It just, they don't matter.
Oh dear.
They don't
Okay.
matter.
That is not a feasible thought process for a community of people. This is why Arcuses run things and nanos think about stuff. Cause y'all are great at thinking about stuff.
Hold on. Angela, give me 1 second
Uh-huh.
here.
You.
Sure.
What do you mean by feelings don't matter? Feelings matter for any kind of rational thought.
I don't think her concerns with rational thought.
No, but still.
No, feelings interfere with rational thought.
Yeah.
That's why they're called logic. And then there's
She nods. Yeah.
If you were scared for your
You
life,
get it.
if you were scared for your life, the feeling of being scared, the rational thought would be to get the fuck out of where you're feeling scared from, or do whatever it is. That is the rational thought to do. Feelings drive thought.
Fisto,
No.
I fear you may have misunderstood a particular point, which is nanos as a category, not always, as Philo doesn't necessarily seem to suffer from the same affliction to quite the same extent. Their feelings are logical, and other people's feelings are annoying.
Thalo, are my feelings annoying?
Yes.
Phalo has
Are you Philo?
Phalo has been idly sitting or standing off to the side, changing colors of various things in the office.
See, none fucks to give. None fucks to give about whether any of the rest of us live or die, except for how it affects them.
And
They
he's
are
snapping to get there.
extreme self-centered, which is
Snapping to get Thalo's
valuable in
attention.
certain ways.
It's
But
that lamp
not
looks
what
better in
all of us
purple.
in Darkest does.
Thalo.
So
No.
let's continue your discussion, Fisto. I'm more than happy to continue your discussion, Doran. Yes, feelings can be useful. However, let's take your same statement of fear, being afraid. Earlier, previously, Thala was very afraid, extremely afraid, terrified, because she was going to die. There was a high chance of death. Did she run? No, she froze because her emotions overwhelmed her logic. Therefore, emotions are not always good and don't always provide proper thought process. There is emotions, and then there is a thought process.
Off the topic we already were, but Chipper freeze is actually a logical reaction hardwired into the human brain. It's part of a set of
It's a
action.
player response.
Something terrible happens. You can run away from a thing, you can fight a thing, or you can hold real still in the hopes that whatever it is won't see you no more.
It's
hold real still one is a holdover from when we were like little bitty mice and stuff before we was people. Because when you're little bitty, sometimes if you hold still, they won't see you. It's not really useful when you're people-sized. Fisto, are you categorically incapable of just shutting up and letting somebody else finish a goddamn sentence? I was defending your position. You don't need to interrupt me. Anyway, it was also a logical reaction on her part. It wasn't a useful action, but it is one of the... It is one of the attempts to escape from death, hardwired into the human brain. They go fight, flee, freeze, and fawn. Yours defaults to fight in every situation, whether or not fighting is a good idea or a viable idea, or if there's anything for you to actually fight. You want to fight everything. That is your first thought.
Yes, but
Philo
I do
holds
run away
real
from stuff.
still, which is understandable since Philo's whole thing is making other things look like stuff. Which means that if she freezes and holds real still and she makes something brightly colored over there, maybe the tiger will be distracted. Now we are like 4 different layers of off fucking topic from where we started. Chipper, I can't reach you in real life, but I can reach you right now. And I do have tape. So please let me finish talking to Melwyn, dear. All right. Okay. So, Mel, you took the town's resources and doled them out austerity style. Is that the thing that happened? At just enough to not die for the rest of the townsfolk, and everything else to your research.
Well, I mean, I didn't need a whole bunch of food or anything like that, so they kept all that and the fresh water and things like I needed to eat, so I ate, and my clones needed to eat, so they ate, but there wasn't a shortage or anything like that or anything. Nobody died.
All right, so it's just
Well,
that
I
you're kind
mean,
of a bitch.
old people died, but that's what happens when you're old and you don't have access to things like, well, and she gestures at Chips again.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like the problem, primarily, is that you're kind of a bitch and you're not great at interacting with other people and should therefore not be in charge of other people. You need an Arcus to act as a buffer for you. Okay? I don't know if this is going to keep being how the town runs, but you need a PR guy to do the talking for you. You tell him how you want things done, and then he finds a way to make it more palatable to the town so that they don't form a lynch mob. All right?
You're not volunteering yourself, are you?
Well, no, I'm leaving in whenever Radius finds the other guy.
Just
And
making
also,
sure.
she is probably going to jail or whatever they do with criminals around here. So she did kidnap a feller and hold him captive while cloning him. And I don't know if the cloning parts are illegal, but the other parts definitely are. I don't know what the rules
Are
are for
they
cloning
though?
people. Is kidnapping a crime? Yes. Is unlawful imprisonment a crime? It is literally in the name. Both of those things are definitely crimes. So is assault and battery, which is pretty sure what it would count as for her jabbing him with weird medical instruments. So those are definitely crimes. The cloning is probably a crime, but I'm not sure what the rules are here. Are the rules in this jurisdiction 0 cloning, or you need a license, or you know what? That's off topic. That was at least 3 crimes. That is enough jail time to not need to worry about your future career prospects. You're gonna be cooling your heels for the next couple decades, so you might want to juice up on them youth potions now.
But will she though? Because I don't know if her kidnapping the guy is actually a crime.
God have mercy upon me, for I know what I must do, but I do not know if I have the strength to survive it. Chipper, why would kidnapping this feller not be a crime?
Because priests of Aeon do it all the time.
That doesn't make it not a crime. They are also doing a crime.
But they legalized kidnapping for a reason.
Well, only when they do it. I'm pretty sure it's only when they do it, right?
Nope, they
I'd
couldn't
have
put
to
that
double
in
check
as
the rules.
only when they could do it. They had to put it in that kidnapping is not a crime.
She opens her mouth. You folks look like you have a lot to discuss. I'm just gonna go get back to work, and she starts standing up.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna grab her by the collar.
All right, perhaps I did not express myself clearly enough, Millwinder. You're going to jail because the alternative is that Fisto punches through your head right now.
No, there's absolutely no need for that.
I mean, there may not be a need, but it is what will happen. You will be
No, I
safe
need
from him if you
knowledge.
are in jail.
She has a point.
No, I need her knowledge. So you can't punch her through the head unless I get to touch her first. And I'm gonna reach in and pull out the gauntlet of memory stealing.
We're doing the thing. Oh, Okay, now don't suck her brain yet. Don't suck her
Crap,
brain
here we
yet.
go.
Well, you keep talking about having Fisto punch her, and I need her information before she gets
I
punched.
am not telling
The
Fisto to punch
punching-
her. I'm
the
telling him to
punching
hold
is
off.
fast
That was the
resort.
whole thing.
It's an ultimatum. That's what it is.
All right. Before you suck thoughts out of her brain, we need to make sure that other people are aware we did not just abscond with her brain parts and leave her insentient on the floor for crime purposes. I mean, everybody in town does seem to hate her enough that they would form a lynch mob instantaneously if it weren't for her clone army, so yeah, they may not care, actually.
Well, I mean, why do you think I have the clone army?
Because at the very least, you would prefer not to be lynched by the local townsfolk, was what I had assumed.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think they're going to care, actually, if Chipper sucks out all her brains. So if Chipper can suck everything interesting out of her brain, then I don't actually need her alive, although I would prefer we do not do anything too terrible for lawful good purposes. Elo, what do
Alignment's
you
a thing.
think? I don't want to play an Oathbreaker Paladin.
I think
don't
we
even have
should
my
hurry up
edgelord
so
hat
we
on.
can leave.
Philo
Let's
says, suck her brain and move on. All right, Fisto, I assume that you are willing to wait long enough for Chipper to suck her brain before you do whatever it is you're planning on doing?
I'm just here as a muscle. I'm gonna do whatever you're needing me to do here.
All right.
It's
Radius.
really unpleasant in here. I mean, whoever decorated this office really didn't make colors go together.
I don't know that it is decorated so much as an abattoir. You could probably just go back upstairs where there's at the very least fresh air that does not smell like partially disemboweled person.
I mean, to be fair, the color work that you've already done has helped quite a bit, at least on the portion that you did it on.
I'm increasingly certain that she has a colorblindness issue. Radius, you are
Even
actually.
if she was colorblind, it really doesn't matter.
It can't have been worse than it was.
The improvement is there.
It is no longer olive drab and admiral gray, so it's an improvement. All right, Radius. This is actually your request that we're here on, and we needed to pick her brain about. Do you want to do anything or ask questions or?
I am eager to get back to finding
Cord?
Cord. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
GM had a brain fart.
That's what happens when you're the GM. You forget what words are. What are those
Sometimes there's
things?
just
You
too
use
much
them to look at
information.
stuff. They're on your face and they're round and they're eyes. All
There's
right,
a lot
Chipper.
of words to try to keep in your brain.
Chipper, I guess you can just go ahead and slurp away. Melwinder, I wish I could say it was nice to meet you, but this has been a trial from the very beginning. Have a nice semi-consciousness.
Don't worry, you won't remember any of this.
All right, Chipper, go ahead. Whenever you're done cross-watching with the DM.
Chips will slide the glove on, slatch it down in place, and reach out and touch her. And then all you hear is plink, 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 as her gaze goes completely vacant.
Do we have like a bag or something we can put these in?
Well, that's where they're going. They're going in the bag.
Okay. I'm just.
And then I'll.
I can't hold all of these memories.
You spend golly, we're gonna call it a half an hour,
Okay.
and you pull an obscene amount of these spheres out of her head. By the time you're done, her eyes are glazed over, and she is more or less drooling, just completely empty.
I will sort through the memories, checking
have
them
a
with the memory viewer and putting back the ones that give her back basic abilities like eating, drinking, going to the bathroom, basic nano knowledge, because I don't need that, and Phalo can't have it because no, I'm not having her get her mind rummaged with. I'm just looking for any Numenera plans, any Numenera information that she's got, anything about the everything she's got about the pyramid I'm keeping.
So one of the things about these memory bits are they're just bits of memory, right? So if you remember when in the first adventure, when the birds were using it, they were taking things like their name, and it was random, right? They didn't understand how to use it, but it was a pellet was their name. A pellet was the memory of their siblings. The pellet was
But one pellet was like all of the memories of siblings, so that when they lost that memory pellet, they didn't even know they had siblings.
exactly. But it's just pieces, right? So connecting those things in a meaningful story way is not going to be easy, and it's going to take you time.
Well, yeah, but I
She
can
can
study
probably keep
enough
like the
of the
first
bit
15 years without any problems.
keep and which one I don't.
You probably can. I'm just saying from a using the information standpoint, after you've collected it and sorted through it and things like that, putting that together in something of a knowledge relatable form for you is going to take you study and time.
Oh,
You
that's
could
fine.
probably leave her like the first 15 years or so without compromising your knowledge hoovering, while also not having her be totally useless.
And then I would like to implant the desire to leave this area.
I don't know if we can make one of the bubbles out of nothing.
That
Can we do
actually doesn't work that way.
that? I don't.
No, I'm gonna have Thalo do nano magic stuff.
Ah,
Okay. Think they that thing?
Just
Okay.
can Thalo alter memories or
Philo,
something?
can you do
I don't
that?
Did I
think
miss
so.
something?
I got disguise, I got flash, I have illusions and hedge magic,
We're
I
all
have
like
sensor, and I
legs.
have ward. I
I
don't
was
have
thinking,
anything that, like,
I don't think Thalo can alter memories.
I don't think she can.
that I'm
Oh, that's
seeing.
not fun at all. Then I
No,
will.
I mean,
tell
maybe
her-
she could gaslight somebody until they think they remember something different.
I mean, I can just tell
Magically
her that she
speaking.
should leave, but
Oh, that's
I don't.
right. You have that whole commanding bossiness thing. You can tell her that she needs to leave.
I can tell her that, and she would leave, but it's not going to last, and she's still going to want to know all of the secrets of the pyramid, because whatever makes a nano is more than skin deep. So she's going to come back. We need a different solution. Her leaving of her own accord is not going to work. So, death, prison.
Wait, you can cast ward, right?
Huh?
Thalo said that she could cast ward.
Yeah, but it's literally just a +1 to my armor.
Okay, so it's not an actual
Outward
ward
thing.
ward.
No, but sensor's pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what specifically are you trying to do, because
I was thinking if we could set up a way to where she doesn't come back, because every time she comes back, she gets an icky feeling, would be a good thing. And
I can't do that.
It's gonna take her time to remember that the pyramid exists.
I mean, I have sensor, which would keep an eye on her. At least if she's in this office. You create an immobile, invisible sensor within immediate range, lasts for 28 hours. Anytime during the duration, you can concentrate to see, hear, and smell through the sensor, no matter how far you move from it. But it's just sensory capabilities.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could keep an eye on her if she only stayed in the one place.
Well, that, and
We
as
don't-
long as she's anywhere near the city, all she really has to do to remember that the pyramid's there is, look up.
It's huge.
Why don't we just give her to the previous mayor and let her deal with it?
So jail.
Jail
Because
works.
our options were death, jail, or some kind of third option where she is somehow integrated into the community via the power of friendship or something.
Secret third thing.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, prophet.
She gets a cutie mark or something.
When did I get this tattoo on my ass?
All right.
Why is
So,
it telling
yeah.
me what the meaning of life is?
Are we settling on taking her to the old mayor?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna dismantle the cloning machine, though.
Maybe someone should bring the mayor here rather than us dragging the semi-catatonic Melwinder through town.
That'd probably be a better idea.
In the hopes that everybody will be not totally horrified by us. Why don't I go get the mayor and y'all can stay here and do stuff? I'll do that.
Well, I don't think Thalo was with you whenever you went and talked to her.
Yeah, Phalo wasn't there, just Fisto and I were there, and I would rather Fisto stay here in case something horrible happens, which requires fisting. I'm just going to be talking to an old lady, so...
That was during the tropical contemplation time.
You were telling children's stories during that, I believe.
Yeah. She wasn't there.
Pretty sure you were doing tropical meditation vibes while we were at the observatory talking to the person who had been the researcher prior to Melwinder
that's probably
taking over the whole damn town. It was a different person, and this one we're kidnapping. So I'm going to talk to the one we're not kidnapping. We keep abandoning you in the corner doing weird shit when we go talk to people.
That's what Thalo does best.
We're going on an adventure. Screw you guys. I have a coloring book.
Well, she spent like a few years traveling by herself. She got used to just doing whatever weird shit popped into her head at any given moment.
All right. So I'm gonna go back to the library to find the old mayor so that I can break the news, I guess. Your friend's alive. That's the good news. Everything else. I have her name written down here.
So, you return and speak with Observer Ephraia, the former mayor. And what do you say?
Hi, Freya, can I just borrow you for just, um, I want to say 1 second out of habit, but it's going to be considerably more than a second.
Um, I suppose.
I know you're doing some very important research, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to completely derail that and ask you to come with me.
Oh, well, do I need to close the halls? How long is this going to take?
You should probably close the hall. You're not going to be available for a little while.
Oh, well, that sounds serious.
Um, yeah.
She takes the next 15 minutes or so and very gently ushers people out of the building, um, almost in a grandmotherly kind of way. Um, so, yeah, once it's empty, she returns and
Okay. Um, so now that it's just the two of us, I have good news. We found your friend what had gone missing. The one whose face has been wandering around town without him. Uh, he's alive and, um, mostly okay given the circumstances.
his her jaw just drops like you just told her the sky was purple. Her
Yeah,
friend's alive. He's
he's
alive.
alive. And given what he's been through, he's in pretty good shape. Uh, but he has been being held captive in a basement for decades, so not good on a good scale. Um,
Captive.
yeah, yeah,
It's horrible.
I agree. uh, Turns out Mel Windier was up to some pretty shady fucking shit. Um, I'm sorry. Please don't mind the buzzing coming from the that doesn't mean anything. Um, so she's not gonna be able to carry on as mayor. Um, and we weren't really sure what to do about that other than to notify you that your friend is alive and your political rival has been incapacitated, let's say. Uh,
Oh,
so if you just want to come back to her place to uh, help figure something out, because things are about to get loud around here.
I I suppose I yes. And you take her back and um, let her into the house, and she sees him, and he's not healed, but he's not bleeding from everywhere either. Um, and immediately they embrace. Um, I can't believe it. And she's old, he's old. The when she first got here, Melanweir captured him, and that's who she's been using. And so he aged, and Observer Freya aged, and Melanweir had ciphers that she made, and so she didn't. Um, So yeah, they both look 70 years old or so, and 80 years old, and yeah, that's where they're at. So where is Melanware?
Uh, probably still in the basement. Just sec. Chipper, is she still drooling on herself, or did you put her brain mostly back in?
Her brain's about half back in.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Did you just say her brain was? And she shudders like horribly. There's this, you can see it happening inside her mind. She's got this vision of somebody
just a
scooping out
melon
some of,
baller.
yeah, like some of Melanwer's brain or something like that. Like, what
Okay.
are you talking? What did you do to her?
Well,
I took away some of her memories. I didn't physically harm her brain.
she'll
Oh,
be mostly okay. Chipper's taken out some of her more dangerous parts, so that she will be a little more palatable. Well, okay, she's not going to be more palatable. She's still going to be a bitch, but she's going to be less able to do something about it.
oh. Well, I suppose. Um, and she's you can see her thinking. The gears are turning. Um,
Y'all didn't seem to have police that weren't you know.
no, we didn't. Um, I suppose we should talk to the guild master and come to an arrangement of what we want to do. Um,
Off I go quick as a bunny.
and you get him and bring him back and read him in and yeah,
Alive-ish.
there is a meeting of the minds and they opt to put her in prison. Um, it is so prison here is not like a jail. It's more like um a one room shack. Um
This isn't a prison, it's an outhouse with a lock on the outside.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's got enough room that there's a cot there and a privy and things like that, but it's not very prison like. But at the same time, there really isn't a whole lot of crime in Deland. Um, when there was, the clones just took care of it, and um,
Now she is a mostly blank slate that y'all can teach and make better to where she's not quite so sociopathic.
oh,
That's kind of what I did to her. Is yeah.
She's not going to be able to make all them scary things that she was making before. So,
they go back and forth for another 15 or 20 minutes, and finally, um, the agreement is that she will become mayor once again, and work with.
Mel Winder's going to be mayor again?
No. Afreya, sorry,
Okay.
will be mayor once again, and will work with Guildmaster Navan to transition that power to him over the course of the next 5 years or so, as they get Delend back to the way it was. And then they'll work with some of the people in town to try and rehabilitate the blank slate into something more useful, someone more useful, and less we're going to take over the town. So yeah, you have staged successfully a coup in Delend.
I'm gonna
Loves
find
if
a
you-
couple of the age reduction vial cipher things and make the new mayor and her boy toy take them to where they get back the years they lost.
Okay. They drink them and nothing happens immediately.
Well, it doesn't happen immediately. It's
No, it
overnight.
doesn't.
Look, there's magic that just is there, and then there's overtime magic. This is one overtime. Look yourself in the morning.
Dots.
All right.
Well, if
So
we're
what are we
done with
doing
this
now?
coup, then Venezuela, anybody?
Back into the pyramid, and I'm gonna head up the stairs and head back into the pyramid.
Guess we're doing this.
Okay. I like
I'm
my
gonna go
idea, but
find-
sure, I guess we can go conquer the unconquerable labyrinth if you want.
I'm gonna go find Cord the Radius because that's why we're here.
Is Cord in the thing?
Yes, that's the whole reason why we were going in the thing. Was because Cord's in the pyramid.
All
Mhm.
right. I thought we were just supposed to like get a thing so we could. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
And
Good
about
news,
No,
though.
no,
Now
she was
you get to
charging
keep
us.
that divining rod thing.
She was charging us to go in the pyramid. That's what the oraculum was for, to pay for us to go in the pyramid. But now
So
we don't
she
have
could
to pay
create
anymore.
her solution to the red rain.
That I now have the knowledge of, so I can build the solution to the red rain because I'm better.
Wait,
Alright,
but
I'm gonna-
what about Sailor's? What about Sailor's dowsing rod?
She gets to
It's
keep
hers
it.
now. Not like Mel's gonna ask for it back when she ain't got most of her brain.
And it's really good at finding oraculum.
So, all right, off we go.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
The other 10th is a stick.
Or a fist.
Also good, as long as you can hit somebody with it. That's all that matters. Anyway, back into the pyramid.
All right, you guys head up into the pyramid.
I'm going to hold Radius's hand and make sure that he can't go wandering off without me.
Okay. He kind of looks down at you and lets go of your hand and pats your head, and then takes your hand again. Like you're cute.
Ain't she just? All right, so after we've climbed 23 flights of stairs.
Come on, Papa,
and
I'm
then-
sure there's more people for you to fist upstairs.
Never call me that.
Okay,
So after we walk up 23 flights of stairs. What do we find, DM? Don't let them keep talking. Please don't let them keep talking.
You remember going into this pyramid before.
It feels like it was 2 months ago, but in reality it was only
feels-
like 12
yeah.
hours.
It feels like it was 2 months ago. In reality, it was only a day or two. The the opening that you went in is no longer there. There is a different one in a different orientation that the ladder now reaches. And when you go in it, the pyramid, what used to be a heavy red glow, has shifted to something green on the spectrum. The area that you were in, you don't remember at all.
Do you think that green is good or bad?
It could go either way in here.
Well, it was red last time, and it started moving around pretty close to immediate like. Maybe green means it's, reset a timer?
But I don't want to stay in one place long enough to find out.
I don't know that we're going to have an option.
I don't like it.
Well, fortunately, Philo, you are yourself holding the keys to us not being here no more. Chop chop.
Wave around stick.
All right. So the stick is finding oraculum, not cord. So if you're looking for that, then we can do that. Or if you'd like to try and find cord, that's going to be some intellect tasks.
She said that I was holding the key and Sayla was holding her stick.
You are in fact correct. That is what she said, and that is what you are holding. Now,
we do still
Phalo,
need
the nano, would know that that's what the dowsing rod was for. So I'm not
we
going
do
to make
still
you...
need the rocks so the town doesn't melt. We also need the robot, but they need rocks so their town doesn't melt.
You want me to find the rock? With
That's
the stick?
what the stick is for, isn't it?
The stick is for finding the
Yeah.
oraculum. We're looking for cord. We can still find oraculum. We need 7 more pieces of oraculum.
If you've got any idea how we're going to find somebody doesn't leave footprints behind inside of a labyrinth that moves at irregular intervals and in no discernible pattern, I'm very open to suggestions, but I'm pretty sure I'm topping out at guess. I don't see a way to logic that particular beast.
I don't think there is a logical way to go with this. I say we just pick a direction and go.
Even if he was leaving glow-in-the-dark footprints behind, the place is shuffled at least once since he came in here that we can be sure of.
You are correct.
So unless you are using your big old right brain or your big old nano brain to figure out how to Rubik's Cubian whatever is happening here.
Hence the intellect tasks.
He'll
I'm
stand
gonna
and
do
think about
something
it for a
bad.
bit.
Oh boy. I love when
And-
sentences start out like that.
I mean, I guess I can try, but we're not really in my... I mean, I guess we are in my wheelhouse. I do have a 22 intellect, but...
Try the intellect task and see what happens.
Okay, it's level 6. And
Oof.
Chips was going to do something as well.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna wait and do something very, very bad.
Oh boy. Okay. So you can throw effort at it. Do you have anything that looks for like finding a path or
No.
Tracking or something?
Understanding Numenera, animal taming, charm,
Nope.
persuasion, deception, stage magic. That's what I
guess
have.
animal taming
I mean,
might include
I've
something.
got. I mean, if okay, so what skill are we exactly needing right now?
Tracking.
I've got navigation, but I don't know if that'll help.
Not really.
Yeah, I had a
You can,
feeling.
you've got levels of effort that you can put against it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, irregardless, I rolled a 3, so I've got nothing to contribute that I haven't already contributed.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, regardless,
I'll
so I'm in the same boat.
throw 2 levels of effort at it and see what happens. Rolly, rolly. Didn't matter. It was a 4.
Hot fire! This table is absolutely lit tonight.
Contributing so much to the adventure.
All right.
You get it. I got bored and graffitied the wall.
So, you guys start wandering around. This goes for a couple of hours, and you don't really feel like you're getting anywhere. Chips.
It's growing dangerously bored. Annabelle
Alright.
is realizing Chips is growing dangerously bored.
We've walked about a plot appropriate amount of time. I
2 hours,
feel
in
like we
fact.
should probably sit down and have a snack since I can't judge distance in here.
Okay.
And Chipper looks like she's about to chew through her leash.
I must sit. Chips will sit down, have a snack, and then dig around and with gloves on, very carefully lift out a black cube.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lick it.
You pull out a black cube
Granola bar.
and
What is you
You-
doing?
lick the cube.
Must lick the science.
Fisto, did Chipper have weird square-shaped rations to your recollection?
Not that I know of.
You need to
Shit.
to house train this one better, I think. Anyway, so let's see. Annabelle and Fisto. I'm trying to remember if Phalo was actually there or if she was floating elsewhere when you got this.
Annabelle was there.
No, I'm talking about Phalo.
I think Thala was there, but I think Fisto was out.
Where did we get the cube?
So there was
Which cube are we talking about? There have been a lot of weird little things.
there was an automaton that was stuck in the mountains that you guys interacted with, and it gave you something.
The old guy who was telling stories?
No, after that. It gave you a small black cube that your right has now just licked. I'm sorry, that's going to be hard to say. Please go ahead and read what happens for the larger audience.
So it is an
A round one that was
omnideride.
laying like weird robot eggs. Okay.
Omni erudite cube.
Yes, that word. The user who touches the cube suffers 3 points of intellect damage, ignores armor, so ow, I get a nosebleed, as the cube splits open to reveal an indescribable interior. The user is then presented with a series of visions. topic chosen by the user over the course of a minute. The visions are true images from of reality from the deep past, possibilities unfolding in alternate dimensions, or a presentation of events as they could be in the immediate future. However, each round the victim is in the thrall of these visions, inflicting 3 additional points of intellect damage. Users who become impaired while they have no more points of intellect face immediate danger if eye contact isn't broken. Each round, a user allows the vision to unfold while they have no intellect, requiring them to succeed on a difficulty 6 intellect defense task. On a failure, the cube disassembles and a swarm of ebony nanites eats the character. A user who survives these visions can then make a wish related to something shown by the visions. The desire is granted within limits. The level of the effect granted is no greater than the level of the artifact, level 9, and is determined by the GM, who can modify the effect accordingly. The larger the proposed alteration to reality, the more likely the GM will limit its effect. Depletion automatic. Upon depletion, the cube phases away to a destination beyond the PC's ken. So I figure I can probably get about 4 visions before Radius blocks the contact.
Okay, for people who want to go back and find out what the hell she's talking about, this was in episode 13.
Mm.
I've got a cube of eating people.
All right.
My notes at the time were Fox attempts to mesmer Chips but fails due to her ADHD. Good luck, true believers.
All right. You have a topic to choose.
Okay. How to map the interior of the pyramid.
You have a topic to choose that I might actually have an answer for. Okay. Um, all right. That's fair. So
How to find cord in the pyramid.
you wanted to map the interior of the pyramid. I can map the interior of the pyramid. You see a tall, luminous being. Their body is not what's tall. It's maybe 3.5 feet tall. 2 arms. They're bipedal, but they have an incredibly long neck. And at the end of the neck is a almost triangular looking face with 2 black eyes, holding the creature is holding what looks to be a spinning pyramid that's floating in some sort of blue-ish field in a sphere, and holding the sphere is a metallic looking thing it's got a circular slot in the middle that's got the sphere in it, and on either side it's got a handle, and this creature is holding it and looking down in it, and you see points, lines, paths maybe of light going through this pyramid. They look like they are shifting periodically, and it appears to be studying it. Take 3 more points of intellect damage.
Okay.
You see a series of those creatures. The one in the lead has this device, and they are walking through a hallway that looks kind of like the pyramid that you are in. It is a bright purple. The lines that are in the walls, you're not sure whether they're power lines or something like that, are pulsing with energy. And they appear to be unbothered as they walk down the hallway and then turn down another one as the creature in the lead looks down at the pyramid in his hands or in its hands, and then leads them down another hallway. Take another 3 points of damage.
Ellie.
Okay. You see the group that you saw before come to a large chamber. It's got several levels to it, and probably dozens of exits or entrances or doors or whatever you want to call them, archways maybe, a mix thereof. And it looks down at the artifact that it's got in its hands, and the pyramid is spinning, and it lights up in a particular path, like a line connecting 2 points, and you see briefly one of the archways pulse with that same white-ish light, and the group walks in the direction of that archway and goes through. Take 3 more points.
Okay.
While this is happening, what are the rest of us seeing? Because she's the only one seeing the hallucination, right?
Correct. You
So,
see
what is it?
her staring into this cube, and actually you see her start drooling. Her body is relaxing, and she's slumping to one side, or starting to slump to one side, I should say.
Oh no, did she find magic drugs?
I think she did.
I mean, I think the alternative is that she's melting her brain out of her face parts. So I hope it's just drugs.
Can we say that during all the walking around time, Thalo was occasionally waving the stick around for rocks so that it wasn't wasted time?
She is bleeding profusely from both nostrils.
I know. I'm saying, like, because before that, what she was doing is what I was trying to.
Fisto, are you seeing this? Because I'm seeing this.
I'm seeing this.
Okay.
I'm just not sure where to go from this.
Should we try and take it away from her, or the cover her eyes, or she
I
licked
feel
it. Do
like
we need to make her puke? I don't.
I feel like if it got bad enough, Radius would step in. I don't know what we would do
Radius,
here.
do you know what to do? Do we
Radius
call poison control?
Radius is ignoring you for a second. He actually lifts his hand and smacks the back of hers, and the cube goes skittering out of her hands.
Chipper, can you hear me, or are you?
Ow.
Okay, brain's probably not melted then.
Chips,
Okay,
you
okay.
have a massive headache.
Chip, we saw that your brain was melting. You were all glossy-eyed. You were drooling.
It was.
Okay, she's making complete sentences. She'll be fine. All right. You're bleeding though.
It'll pass. I was getting information. Ow.
Do you want me to try and make it better, or?
No, I'll just need a good night's sleep. I'll be all right.
Okay.
You now have a wish to make.
Okay. I will ask this privately. That way you don't have to tell me no, and I can come up with a different wish. I'm gonna pull out a napkin and pull out a handkerchief and wipe up some of the bloods and say, I would like the artifact that maps the pyramid.
Okay. There is a soft orange glow that forms about 12 inches off the ground in front of you. And as you watch, it floats closer to above your lap and then slowly settles down. And when it does, as it does, the glow fades, and you see the sphere and handles that you saw in your vision. While that's happening, the cube that Radius knocked from your hand vanishes.
I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I will share with the group what I saw, what I experienced, and then show them the sphere that will show us how to get around this place.
You all look, and there is a sphere in the middle of this handle looking thing that's got a pyramid in the center floating and spinning around.
Okay, so on the one hand, it is very good that you are now able to GPS us through the pyramid. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure you damaged something in your head just now, pretty bad.
Yep.
There's blood coming out of your face holes. That's never a good sign.
I'll be all right. It's not the first time I've damaged something.
Well, that's sort of where I'm going with this thought. You can only break it so many times before we're not going to be able to put it back together again.
Yeah,
It's not an egg.
I don't
It-
think she has any sense
it
of self-preservation.
very much is. Once
Right, my friend.
little bitty breaks, it's fine. We can cover them up. But if you break it too much, the shell will crack and the chicken will not hatch. Your brain will be all splooshed all over the ground. It will be bad. Please be more careful with your brain.
I will attempt to do so.
I don't believe you, but thank you for lying to me. What time is it?
It is 10:22.
I got a map.
You do. So you grip the map and
Which you will now put in your backpack.
Well, now I gotta hold it so it can guide us through, which means I won't be licking or touching any strange things. See, look, I'm doing better already.
Technically an accurate statement, yes.
you hold it the same way the creature in your vision did. And you imagine the way that you want to go, which is to find cord, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And you all see that there are 2 points of light on the pyramid, and they appear to be connected by a line that kind of goes and zigzags a little bit. And it points down the hallway.
We're going on a trip.
All right, Shipper, lead the way, I guess.
If she's the one that knows where she's going.
I only one want to know for sure, and that's to go where it's saying we should go.
She seems pretty confident, so off we go, I guess.
It takes you a good 6 hours of because the pyramid, the inside of it is not exactly user friendly for walking everywhere. You guess that has something to do with the shifting that happens periodically, but when you finally get to the end of that path, you see a chamber. Filamentous strands of transparent energy block the entrance to a large spherical chamber. The energy barrier completely encompasses the interior, blocking several other exits that would otherwise be open. A slender stair of red cubes spiral up to a point near the center of the sphere, where sitting on a platform there in lotus position is an automaton that somewhat resembles Radius, except for a single difference in the hue of its metallic sheen. Instead of a cape like Radius, it bears a large red symbol on its chest, consisting of a series of interlocking circles. The automaton's eyes are shut, and its arms are raised over its head, grasping something in both hands that slowly pulses with a brilliant white light.
Look, we found him.
That is what you are seeing.
Okay, but the passageway directly in front of us is blocked by the energy door.
It appears to be blocked by the energy.
So do we? Is there a doorbell or should I just yell or somebody who knows stuff about energy fields should look at the energy field
Don't look at me.
and have bright, clever thoughts about it, hopefully. Philo. Chips. Radius.
Yeah, okay. Thalo still step forward and, scan it, try to understand it.
Okay. You scan it and spend time doing understand Numenera. I'm not going to make you roll for this. The force field is it appears to be an effect that keeps out the changes. So it stops whatever's inside this room from shifting when the pyramid shifts.
Well, that's a handy trick.
It doesn't move when the rest of it moves. It's special in there.
Okay, so we can just walk on through, or it's not gonna like
And
electrocute us or
tell
turn
if
us
it's
inside out or
dangerous
anything?
You don't know. You can always try.
I hate it when y'all say shit like that.
Thalo slowly inches the toe of one of her boots until it touches the field.
Nothing happens.
Probably fine.
Okay, well then let's just go say hello then. Hello? Excuse me? Sir?
Are you walking through?
Yep.
Okay, you walk through. Balo, are you walking through?
Yeah, as soon as she sees that Annabelle got through. Okay.
And Doran follows right behind Thalo.
Okay. Chips, are you walking through?
I'm gonna look at Radius and see what his plan is. Are we going through, buddy?
Radius nods and walks through.
I will follow him through.
Okay. You
Hi,
find
Cord.
the automaton opens its eyes, and it looks at you. It sees Radius, and it inclines its head. Good day, brother. And then it looks at Chips. Interesting. I don't believe I've seen one of those before.
Chips?
You turn to look at Chips, who now has cat ears and a tail. And that is where we will end the session today.
Okay.
You know what? That ain't the weirdest thing I've
Wait.
seen her put on and just come to work in,
Okay.
so...
So,
I love it. I love it.
Twitch headsets here.
That's my headset right there.
I know. They were the closest kitty ears. Not the only
Yeah.
pair of kitty ears in this apartment, but the closest.
That will end our session for today. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks to discover what Cord the Philosopher has to say to our intrepid heroes and cat person now. And until then, From our citadel to yours, happy gaming.
Bye.